In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create a mood board in Trello. Whether you're a designer, a content creator, or simply brainstorming ideas for your next big project, a mood board is a fantastic way to organize and visualize your concepts. Trello, with its simple and flexible design, is the perfect tool for this. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a fully functional mood board that will help you streamline your creative process and collaborate effortlessly with your team. So let's get started. First, open Trello in your browser. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to sign up or log in to access your workspace. Once you're in, locate the Create button in the top menu. From here, select Board to begin setting up your mood board. Next, you'll need to name your board. Let's go with something simple and clear, like Mood Board. After naming it, choose the workspace you want this board to belong to. This is especially important if you're working with a team, as it ensures everyone can access the board. Once everything looks good, click Create to finalize the setup. Now that the board is ready, it's time to create the structure. Start by setting up lists. Think of lists as categories or sections for organizing your ideas. For this mood board, we'll create the following 6 lists: colors and palettes, typography, images and photos, design elements, ideas and concepts, and references. To add a list, simply type the name into the empty field at the top of your board and press Enter. Repeat this process until you have all 6 lists in place. With the list set up, it's time to populate them with cards. Cards are individual items that live under each list and represent specific pieces of content or ideas. Under each list, click Add a card and give each card a clear descriptive name. For example, under Colors and Palettes, you might create a card called Sunset Gradient Palette. The goal here is to keep every card focused and easy to understand at a glance. Once the cards are named, click on each one to open it. This is where you can add more details. Use the description field to provide context or explain the purpose of the card. For example, if the card is about a specific font, you might describe its style, where it's used, or why it fits your project. In addition to descriptions, you can also attach files like images, screenshots, or links directly to the card. This is especially useful for including visual references or external resources that relate to your mood board. Simply click Attach. Choose the file or link you want to add, and it will be stored on the card for easy access. To keep everything organized, use labels to tag your cards. Labels are a great way to group items by theme, style, or priority. For instance, you could create labels like colors, typography, photography, UI elements, or branding. Apply these labels to your cards to make it easier to filter and find what you need later. If you want to track small tasks or actions, you can add checklists to your cards. For example, on a card about a color palette, you might include checklist items like test color and design or download swatch file. This is a lightweight way to manage to-dos without cluttering up your board. Another handy feature is the comment section inside each card. Use it to jot down quick notes, observations, or even paste bits of inspiration. You can also mention teammates by typing the @ symbol followed by their username to ask for feedback or share ideas directly within the card. As your project evolves, don't hesitate to add extra attachments to your cards. This could include new images, updated links, or any additional references you come across. Keeping everything in one place ensures your mood board stays current and relevant. To refine the overall layout, you can drag and drop cards between lists. For example, if an idea transitions from a concept to a finalized design element, simply drag the card to the appropriate list. This flexibility helps you maintain a clear visual flow as your project develops. For a more polished look, you can turn on cover images for key cards. This makes certain items stand out visually and allows you to showcase important references right on the board. To enable a cover image, open a card, attach an image, and set it as the cover. To keep your most valuable references easily accessible, pin them near the top of their respective lists. You can reorder cards by clicking and dragging them into the desired position. This helps create a logical flow that's intuitive for you and your collaborators. Now that your mood board is coming together, it's time to share it with your team. Click Share at the top of the board and invite teammates by entering their email addresses or Trello usernames. Once they've been added, set their permission level. You can choose from admin, normal, or observer, depending on how much access they need. Finally, consider enabling Trello power-ups to enhance your workflow. Power-ups are extra features that add functionality to your board. For example, you can enable the calendar power-up to track deadlines, custom fields to add extra tags or metadata, or attachment previews for better visibility of your images. And that's it. You've created a complete mood board in Trello. With this setup, you're ready to organize your creative ideas, collaborate with your team, and bring your vision to life. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe.